Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video, we are just going to be playing with some makeup. I am going to be mainly talking to you guys because I asked you guys for some questions for a Q&A, and this is that video. So everything that you guys asked me on Instagram or YouTube about me, I'll be responding to in this video. Besides that, I do want to try a new makeup technique, but I don't really want to talk about it much because this is my first time trying it on myself and I don't know how it's gonna work, and I also don't know if I have the right products. We'll also be trying some new makeup that I haven't shown on this channel before, so that'll be nice and exciting. Let's just go ahead and get right into the video. Make sure you guys give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Make sure you subscribe to my channel if you haven't yet. What are you waiting for? And if you guys have any comments, leave them in the comment section down below. I love responding to all of those. So let's not make this intro too long. Let's just go ahead and get started. I didn't know what palette to reach for, and I just realized what palette we need to use for this video. We are going to be using this Jaclyn Hill palette. This is the Morphe Jaclyn Hill in Bling Boss, which is the purpley one. Here's why we're going to use this palette today. I freaking love it. I bought it when it first came out. I bought the whole vault. I did a video doing 2 looks with it. I put it in my drawer, never reached for it again. So we're going to use it today because I do remember absolutely loving it. I'm going to go ahead and prime my eyelids first. This is my Makeup Forever primer. Alright, and the first color I'm going to use is Hush Hush, and I'm going to start reading your guys' questions. I'm going to start with the ones that I got on Instagram. Susan asked, besides makeup, what are some things that you like to do for fun / hobbies? I work full-time and I do my YouTube channel stuff during my spare time, so I don't have time to do a lot of other things. But when I do, or when I decide to take a day off of this, what I like to do is watch Netflix. I love binging on like series if they're interesting enough. I haven't had a good one to watch in a while, so if you guys have suggestions on Netflix series I should watch, leave them in the comments down below. Leave me your favorite one down there. Besides that, I'm a huge Harry Potter nerd, so sometimes I reread the Harry Potter books, you know, like every once in a while I'll like pick up one. I currently have the first one by my bed because I wanted to like start reading the whole series again a few months ago, and I got through like halfway through the first book and then I just kind of left it there, and I've been meaning to get back to it, but I've been caught up on the British baking show that's on Netflix. So here's a series on Netflix that I found very interesting that I watched recently, and I feel like I learned a lot from. It's called Explained, I think, and each episode they explain a thing. So like water, and they talk about like the water shortage, and they go over very different like interesting topics. That one is the most recent one that I was really into. It's not too long, it's only like 1 season so far, and it's got a few episodes, but it was very interesting. So yeah, Netflix, reading. I would love to travel more. That's, I guess everybody would. That's not really a hobby, but yeah. The Makeup Gallery said, would you ever move or want to move to LA? Here's something you guys don't know about me. I feel like I don't have an attachment to where I live because I moved a lot when I was growing up. So I guess I learned that you live with change, and sometimes it might seem like leaving a place is not the best, and then you find new things and new places and new friends somewhere else. So I would not say no to moving anywhere. I would move to LA if it made sense. And then the Makeup Gallery also asked, when did you start makeup? I honestly don't know because I very slowly grew into makeup per se. Growing up in Cuba, you really are not like allowed to wear makeup till after your quinceañera, like till after you turn 15, or at least that's the way that I was brought up. So the first time someone ever did my makeup fully was for my quinceañera pictures, which I took when I was like about to turn 15. And I absolutely loved the way I looked, but like in Cuba there's not a lot of like resources to get makeup. All people wear over there is like brows, mascara, eyeliner, and lipstick. A lot of people walk outside a lot, and it's very hot throughout the day, so I don't think makeup would last very well because you would sweat it all off basically. They don't have like a cosmetics place where you can get foundation, concealer, and powder, and this and that. In Cuba, you kind of get things that people send you from here basically. Like my dad, when I turned 15, took a whole like drugstore kit for me to like Cuba, so I would have it because I wanted it for my 15th birthday. So that's how you obtain it. There's not a lot of stores or anything like that that sells makeup. So when I moved to the US, I was 15, and I started kind of like gathering little things from the drugstore, and I would use them to do my makeup. When I went to prom, I did my own makeup and some of my friends' makeups that went with us, but it was very simple. It wasn't like I did a like glam on them. Also, my prom was in 2009. I feel like back then people didn't like get their makeup done like professionally to go to prom. At least a lot of people that I went to school with didn't. But yeah, I did our makeup at my house, and I mean, we all look cute. And then just like from there, I slowly started learning new things and trying new techniques. And then I got into like the naked palettes, all of that fun stuff. I just kind of like slowly grew into it. I don't really have a specific moment where I like got into makeup. I definitely always liked it. It's Me Bailey says, what is your favorite makeup product of all time? Bailey, I could not tell you what my favorite product of all time is because I don't know. There is, I guess, categories of products that I love, and I also have my favorite ones from different categories. I guess if I had to pick one product to like use forever, I would do a brow pencil, because I think it makes the most difference on my face when I have my brows on rather than when I don't, because I'm missing a lot of hairs. And my favorite brow pencil, I think, is the Brow Blade by Urban Decay. I absolutely love that one. I don't love the price. I think it's a little bit too expensive because it didn't last me super long. It is the best brow pencil, and brows is my favorite category because it's what makes, I think, the most difference on my face. Like if I had to wear only one makeup product for the rest of my life, it would be brows. I don't think I can come up with a favorite makeup product of all time. I don't think I want to do anything super complicated. So I think I'm gonna just do like 3 shades. So I did Hush Hush, I did Mystic on the outer corner, and now I'm doing Ballsy on my eyelid. Ballsy is my favorite shade from this palette. It's such a stunning shimmery shade. I love it. By the way, since we're just reading some Instagram questions, make sure you guys are following me on Instagram. I've been using Insta Story a lot more, so you guys can keep up with what I'm doing. Sometimes I ask you questions about like future videos coming. Yesterday I was sharing like my everyday brushes on there and things like that. So the Instagram handle is right here on the screen. It's @Alonso. Make sure you follow me on there. Alright, so I'm going to use my Milk Hydro Gripping Primer. And for foundation, I'm going to use this one from Clinique. This is the Clinique Even Better Makeup SPF 15. And I'm going to apply it with a brush rather than a beauty blender. I'm using it only to try something new. What I've really been using every day is my YSL Tinted Moisturizer. Maybe my color is not meringue because that looks very yellow, but whatever. We're going to keep going with it. I love how I said that I was going to try a new technique and I completely forgot. I am going to go ahead and try it anyways because I hate this foundation, so I think I'm going to like put another foundation over this one. I did not like it. I don't hate it. I just... it's whatever. So, I'm going to contour with cream. Surprise. Okay. Okay. Let's see. I am blending all of the contour out. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and find the questions I have over on YouTube. Brittany A said, when did you start getting into makeup and when did you realize it was something that you were passionate about? Also, where are you from? So obviously I already answered when I got into makeup. I realized it was something I was passionate about when I was finishing college, I think, because all I wanted to do was play with makeup and learn new things about makeup and like do makeup on myself and other people and like collect it and whatnot, and I wanted nothing to do with like what I was studying or working at an office, which I feel like, you know, I studied marketing and international business, so it's not necessarily an office field per se, but like 80% of it is, and I realized that I just didn't want to be sitting in an office all day. So when I finished college, I decided to do what made me happy, and I decided to get into makeup, and I started working at Sephora when I moved to Georgia. And then also, where am I from? I am Cuban, born and raised. I came from Cuba when I was 15. I was a trans fam, which is my friend Hannah asked, weirdest interaction you've had with the client. And then I had Sing for You 07 said, what was the most awkward interaction with a customer? She said, isn't retail fun sometimes? And Erica Salgado said, have you dealt with rude customer? What's the weirdest person you've encountered? So you guys are all asking me about like weird retail experiences I've had, and where do I start? I'm going to go ahead and apply my YSL Touche Eclat all-in-one glow now with my beauty blender. Alright, so let's talk about weird interactions with clients, and I think mainly it's about people like taking advantage of employees and taking advantage of like the systems that a company puts in place to like have good service. There was this one client once that I guess she was like a pathological like liar or something. She started by, oh, like, can you show me how to do my eyebrows or something like that? So of course I was helping her with that, and then she'd be like, okay, I'll take that, and then can you also show me how to put whatever else on? So 20 minutes into it, I had already done like half her face full of makeup. First of all, she came in looking so freaking like crusty and disgusting from like makeup from yesterday. She didn't even like care that to wash it off or like clean her face or anything. She just wanted me to put a full ass coverage foundation like caked on top of what she already like brought in from the night before or whatever. And then like in the middle of like me showing her how to put on these like all these products that she like wanted to buy, she was telling me she was dating this rapper. I don't know anything about rap, so like she mentioned the rapper's name that she was dating. I had no idea, but like she obviously wanted me to like be impressed and like think that she had a lot of money, and she kept asking me to like put shit on her and telling me to like add it to her basket, that she was gonna buy it and whatever. And I mean, I like listened to like the whole thing because at least she was, you know, buying the product. She was telling me to add them to her basket, that she was gonna buy it all. Like in my mind, I'm like, I don't care who she's dating, who she thinks she is, or if all of what she's telling me is a lie, which I feel like people who actually have that life don't talk about it. So her talking about it made it seem not real. I was like listening to her blab about her fabulous life that she had and how her dad had bought her house and whatever, just because obviously I work retail, I need to sell things, and she was telling me she was gonna buy all these things that I was trying on her. So to make a long story short, she basically made me do like her full face of makeup on top of her crusty makeup that she came in with. I gave her her basket full of all the products that she had told me she was gonna buy. She goes off to the register, and once she get to the register, she tried to like slide her card and it wouldn't go through, and she told the cashier she was coming right back to like pay for her items. Obviously it never came back. That was really upsetting. Like don't make anyone who works retail spend a whole hour with you if you know you don't have the money to buy something, or if you know that you're lying out your ass. That's so freaking rude. And obviously like not everybody has money to like shop at Sephora. Before I ever worked at Sephora, I never had money to shop at Sephora myself. Like all my purchases from Sephora before I started working there were like the original Naked palette and the Naked 3 palette, because my friend had given me Christmas gift cards to Sephora to buy them. And then I bought a beauty blender once because it was in the $10 bin and I thought it was $10 instead of $20. And once I was at the register, I didn't want to like not pay for it after I was already there. So I bought it, and I think that pretty much sums it up. I think I bought a $12 like Sephora collection brow pencil once too. But I never wasted anybody's time, you know. I went to look because I knew I loved the products, and that one day I wanted to have some of the products that Sephora sold, and I went to look and swatch and play. But I never wasted anybody's time. I never like had someone spend time with me knowing that I wasn't able to buy anything, you know. And things like that happen all the time. I had a client the other day asking to like get a match to a concealer, so I went and matched her to the concealer. She loved it. Her under eyes looked so bright, so I grabbed her the little box and I handed her the concealer. She goes, "Oh no, 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 I don't want it." And I was like, okay, then why did you need my help? And I even asked her, like, didn't you say it looked so good? Didn't you say you liked it? Oh yeah, but I don't want it. I'm not saying that client was rude. She probably just wanted to like see what it would look like on her, but weird things like that happen all the time. Besides that, sometimes people go to Sephora to like try to steal product, and if they see that you're onto them, they'll start like cussing you out. But I don't pay attention to those because I know that they're just feeling guilty or threatened that we know that they're trying to steal. So yeah, things like that happen all the time though. Erica said, do you wear lashes every day, and which brand do you use? Erica, I do not wear lashes every day. I only wear lashes when I'm doing like looks for videos, or if I ever like do my makeup up really nicely and I want to wear a lash with it. Like if the makeup requires it, basically, I will wear eyelashes. If I do a very like nice look, or I want to like post it or whatever. I love wearing lashes, don't get me wrong, but it's not something I wear every day because I do have pretty nice lashes like myself, and I can just on a day-to-day basis put mascara on and I'm happy with that. With that said, I do have favorite lashes, and they are very random and from the cheapest to the most expensive. So let's start by the cheapest. Kiss lashes, the ones that come like 5 in a pack for like maybe like $10 or even $5. I don't know, they're super cheap. Love those. They fit my eye perfectly. They're nice and wispy, and they look really natural on. So those are great lashes. If you are beginning to wear lashes or are interested in starting wearing to put lashes on, I would recommend practicing with those because they look awesome. They're easy to put on and they are very inexpensive. Also love Sephora collection lashes, Ardell lashes. I love Huda Beauty lashes, and my favorite, most like glamorous, more expensive ones that I've tried at least are the Lily lashes. I am currently obsessing over a pair of Lily lashes called Barcelona. I have not tried them yet because I don't want to really spend the money on them, but I might bite the bullet soon. They're at the store and I see them every day, and every day I'm like, I want them. But there's $30. That's crazy. $30 for something that you'll use like a dozen times. I mean, I'm going to buy them anyways, whatever. I will buy them because I have bought Lily lashes before and I absolutely love them. Also on the Lily lashes website, they sell these cheaper ones. These I think were like $12 each or something like that. Also really nice. And House of Lashes makes some lashes for Sephora that are also really beautiful, and those are like $14. Style wise, I usually go for lashes that you can see your eye through. I never pick lashes that are full enough that you won't see your eyeshadow through them, because if I work hard on my eyeshadow, I want it to be seen through the lashes. So I get very like wispy ones. You guys, I have been using this powder from Hourglass. It is amazing. And I was obsessing over the Huda one, and now I'm obsessing over this one. And now I'm like, why did I buy that Huda one? But whatever, you live and you learn. Miss Brooke asks, what product or products really stand out to you that you would call game changers? I'll give you 5, I think. The Stila Glitters. Nothing like the Stila Glitters yet. Amazing. Brow Blade by Urban Decay. It's an amazing eyebrow pencil. I freaking love that one. The Beauty Blender. I still haven't found a sponge that I like half as much as the Beauty Blender. So definitely that too. I think I'm gonna leave it at my top 3 game changers, because I feel like I've been thinking of other categories of things for a long time now, and there's always close competitors. Those are the things that I think, to me at least, really stand out. I'm putting some Hoola bronzer around my face now. Christy asked, how old are you? Did you go to MUA school? If so, how long did it take you to graduate? Christy, I did not go to MUA school. I kind of learned on YouTube and practicing and learning tips from other artists at work and things like that. So no MUA school. I wish I had done that. I wish I had some formal training. But I didn't go to MUA school. And how old am I? I am 27, girl. Sing For You also asked, what are your favorite beauty YouTubers and why? Do you take inspiration for your looks from anywhere, like Pinterest, Instagram, or YouTube? If so, where, who? And then she said she loves my channel. Thank you so much for always supporting my channel, by the way. My favorite beauty YouTubers are Tati, because I think she's very consistent and I think she honestly tries to always give her honest opinion, so I love her. Samantha Ravendel, absolutely love her sense of humor, her makeup skills, how real she is and keeps it, so I love her. And then Raw Beauty Christie, because she is just hysterical and I love her personality. She does makeup very differently than I do makeup, and she likes very different products that I like, but I absolutely love and enjoy watching her videos. So those girls are my top 3. And then the do you take inspiration for your looks from anywhere question is, I'm sure in some sense I do, because I take tips and techniques from a lot of channels that I watch, but I don't follow other people's tutorials per se. And if you're referring to like my 5 looks 1 palette videos or things like that, I just kind of look at a palette and I try to make those colors work for me. It doesn't always come out right either. Like sometimes I have to like take my makeup off and do the look differently because I don't like the color combinations that I chose, but those I just kind of come up with on my own. Let me put some mascara on and I'll be right back. I'm putting a 4th color of eyeshadow on because I needed an inner corner highlighter, and I am using Bling Bling from this palette for it. And then for blush, I'm using MAC Melba. Alright, and I'm about to read you the question that I loved the most out of all the questions that you guys asked me, because I feel like me as a viewer would definitely wonder what this question asked, basically. So Alex Boyer asked, is it hard to review drugstore makeup when you have easier access to higher end makeup at Sephora? Also, are you under professional pressure ever from Sephora to not talk about drugstore makeup? I am not under any professional like pressure to not talk about drugstore makeup. I do in fact have some drugstore videos in my channel. However, it is very hard for me to keep up with drugstore makeup because I do work at Sephora. I feel like, first of all, drugstore makeup releases are not announced like high-end makeup releases are announced. There's not as much hype around them. Like Trend Mood, for instance, I feel like they don't post as much drugstore makeup as they do high-end makeup. And then when drugstore makeup launches, it's never at your local drugstore right away. You have to like go to different ones, see who got it, see who like doesn't have it yet, and that's a lot of work for me, having easier access to higher end makeup. I found the perfect gloss to put on. This is CEO by Lorac. Freaking love this one, and I think it'll go so nice, yes, with this eye look. Amazing. So as I was saying, one of the reasons I decided to go ahead and go for it and like start making YouTube videos was because I was seeing that, first off, I was spending money myself on things that I knew that I wanted in my collection, but I wasn't getting as much use out of. And I'm like, if I had a YouTube channel, I could use these things more and share my love for them with people, which I obviously always wanted to do. But besides that, I sometimes get lucky enough that I get new makeup releases like really early when they release, and I'm like, this is perfect. It's like kind of like getting PR without being famous, you know, like for instance, when the Milk primer launched a couple weeks ago, I got it in gratis the day of the launch. So I came home and I made a video about it. I did not have to spend money on it because I got it in gratis to try it and to sell it at the store where I work at. So it's kind of like when big YouTubers get PR, but at a much lower scale, and I only ever get things that are my shade. I don't get like full ranges of foundations or anything crazy like that. But it does make it easier to share products with you because I don't have the money to spend on all these products. A lot of what I try on here is given to me to try at work so that I know how to speak to people about it, and it is also just easy to keep up with those types of launches. Like for instance, it is easy to keep up with like Morphe launches or Colourpop launches because those are very hyped up. But when like Wet n Wild, for instance, releases a new eyeshadow palette, there's never that much hype about it, so I don't get excited for them myself either, and I don't make videos on them. I hope that helped kind of answer your question. Yes, it is very hard for me to keep up with drugstore launches because I do get things from work that I can review that I am more interested in. With that said, I do love drugstore makeup, and I love online brands like Morphe and Colourpop. I love reviewing things that they launch whenever I get the opportunity to do it. Working at Sephora makes it a lot easier for me to keep up with new things that launch at Sephora, and keep up with this channel. And no, I don't really get a lot of pressure from like work to like not review other things. Basically, they don't really care. I love all types of makeup. Everybody who works with me at Sephora for the most part also loves all kinds of makeup, and it's about sharing the love rather than restricting people from using things. I hope that helped. I loved your question because you were onto something there. This is my makeup look fully done. I'm going to go ahead and set everything with my Milani drugstore setting spray that I freaking love. This, for instance, I don't know when it launched. I don't know how long it's been out. When I went to do my face full of drugstore, I bought it because I had heard good things about it, and I freaking love it. So with that said, I think that is the end of this video. Thank you guys so much for asking the questions. Those of you who did, I really appreciated those. And it was fun to answer you guys' questions, see what you guys have doubts about. I think it was funny that a lot of you just wanted to know about like rude clients working at Sephora. I didn't say this, but like 99% of the clients that I deal with at Sephora are the sweetest, by the way, and they have a genuine interest for makeup and wanting to learn and wanting to get the products. And I love working there because I do love interacting with people and sharing my love for makeup the same way that I do here on YouTube. So the rude clients thing is definitely the exception rather than the rule, but it does happen sometimes. Make sure that you guys give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and make sure to subscribe to my channel if you're not subscribed yet. If you have any more questions, leave them in the comments down below, or just anything else that you want to tell me, just leave it down there. I love reading and responding to your guys' comments. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I hope to see you back in the next one. Bye!